Salt. You sprinkle it on your food without thinking. A few grains, and the taste changes instantly. But now imagine this, a time when those same tiny grains were worth more than gold, when they were guarded like treasure, taxed like wealth, and fought over like power. Because salt was not always cheap. It was one survival, and whoever controlled it controlled life itself. Welcome to Histify, where we uncover the hidden stories behind the most ordinary things. Stories that sound simple but shaped civilizations. If you enjoy content like this, make sure to like this video, subscribe to Histify, and drop a comment below. Your support truly helps this channel grow. And now, let's uncover the story of salt, the white grain that built and broke empires. Salt, you see it every day on your food, on your table, in your kitchen, sometimes even in the air near the ocean. But what if this ordinary white grain was once one of the most powerful forces on earth? Not metaphorically, literally. Salt shaped empires, moved armies, destroyed economies, and triggered revolutions. There was a time when it was worth more than gold, and people did not just use it, they fought for it. So, how did something so small control so much of human history? To understand salt, you have to understand human biology first. Salt is not optional for life. It controls hydration, nerve signals, muscle movement. Without it, the human body fails quickly. Now imagine ancient civilizations with no refrigeration, no chemical supplements, no stored minerals. Salt was survival. That is why early societies treated it like treasure. In ancient Egypt, salt was used in mummification. In China, salt production was so important that it became a state controlled industry over 2000 years ago. In the Roman Empire, soldiers were partially paid in salt. The payment was called salarium. The word evolved into something we still use today, salary. This is how deeply salt was tied to survival and economy. Trade routes formed just for salt. Deserts were crossed for it. Ports grew around it. Entire cities were built near salt mines because without salt, there was no stable civilization. At that time, salt was not a seasoning, it was life itself. But history always repeats one pattern. When something becomes essential, it becomes controlled. Governments realized salt was too important to leave free. So they began regulating it, taxing it, restricting it, monopolizing production. Because whoever controls salt controls survival. And this is where salt stopped being just a resource and becomes a political weapon. Nowhere was this more visible than colonial India under British rule. Salt production was declared a government monopoly. Even though India had natural salt sources along its coastline, locals were forbidden to produce it freely. Instead, they had to buy salt from the British government and pay tax on it. Think about that for a moment. A basic mineral your body needs to survive was now controlled, taxed, and sold back to you. There was not just economics, it was controlled at the most basic level of human life, and tension began to build. Slowly, silently, but steadily. In 1930, something simple happened. A man began walking, Mahatma Gandhi, from Sabarmati Ashram towards the Arabian Sea. A journey of over 240 miles. No weapons, no army, no violence, just footsteps. At first, it looked symbolic, almost small. But the purpose was powerful, salt. Not gold, not land, not power. Salt, because salt represented everything ordinary Indians were being denied control over. As Gandhi walked, villages joined him. Reporters followed him. The world began watching. The walk became longer than a journey. It became a message. And then came the moment that changed everything. When Gandhi reached the sea, he bent down and picked up natural salt. That simple act was illegal under British law, and that single handful ignited civil disobedience across an entire nation. A grain of salt had become a political statement, and suddenly an empire realized something was slipping out of control. But salt's power was never limited to India. It shaped the world. In Europe, Venice built its wealth controlling salt trade routes. In Africa, salt was traded ounce for ounce with gold in some regions. In the Sahara, entire caravan routes existed only for salt transport. Why? Because salt was impossible to ignore. It preserved food before refrigeration existed. It made long distance travel possible. It stabilized armies and population. Cities often grew near salt lakes, salt mines, and coastal evaporation fields. Because where salt exists, economy follows. Today, salt is no longer rare. It is industrial, it is global. The world produces hundreds of millions of tons of salt every year, not just in food, but in chemicals, plastics, road de-icing, and manufacturing. What was once rare has become one of the most widely produced minerals on earth. But salt never stopped being personal. Inside your body, it is still essential. Sodium ions from salt control electrical signals in your nervous system. Every thought you have, every movement you make, every heartbeat depends on it. Your brain uses salt to communicate between cells. Your muscles rely on it to contract. Without sodium balance, the system collapses. This is why humans naturally crave salt. Not because of habit, but because of evolution. Your body remembers a time when finding salt meant survival. So even today, your instincts still respond to it. But modern life changed everything. Salt is no longer scarce, it is everywhere. And not just visible salt, hidden salt. Processed foods, fast food chains, packaged snacks, beverages, even. Most people today consume far more salt than their bodies actually need. And the consequences are serious. High blood pressure, heart strain, long term cardiovascular risk. So, the same substance that once saved lives can now harm them when overused. This is the paradox of abundance. What was once precious becomes dangerous when uncontrolled. Even today, salt remains a massive global industry worth billions annually. Major producers include countries like China, the US, and India. But unlike ancient times, control is no longer in the hands of emperors. It is in the hands of corporations. Large scale mining, chemical processing, global distribution networks, salt is now industrial infrastructure. It supports entire economies silently, without most people even noticing. The power didn't disappear, it just changed form. Salt has traveled an unusual path from sacred survival resource to political weapon to everyday invisible ingredient, and in that journey, it reveals something about us. We give value to things when they are rare, we ignore them when they become common, and we forget how powerful they once were. Salt once built empires, now it sits quietly on our table, waiting to be noticed again. Not because it changed, but because we did. So the next time you reach for salt on your food at your table, pause for a second. Because what feels so ordinary today was once powerful enough to build cities, move armies, and even spark revolutions. And somehow we almost forgot that. If you enjoyed the story, make sure to like this video. It helps more people discover content like this. Subscribe to Histify for more cinematic stories where everyday things reveal their hidden history. And drop a comment below Did you ever imagine salt had this kind of past? Your thoughts really matter, and your support genuinely helps this channel grow. Share this video with someone who uses salt every day. They'll never look at it the same way again. Because sometimes the most powerful stories are hiding in the simplest things.